Welcome to Hard Officers. I'm Zach.
And I'm Kyle.
Here we are in Nagoya. This is us having a wonderful, it's called a morning. You pay for a coffee and you get some bread, and I got an egg. Kyle got egg spread stuff.
It was real nice. It was salad toast stuff. It comes for free with your coffee.
Yep. Look at that sweet dolphin mural.
Incredibly cool.
And we're at Hard Off now.
Yeah. A Hard Off that you had never been to.
I didn't even know it was here. It's in a kind of a weird spot between like Fushimi Station and Sakai Station in Nagoya. And it's in an odd spot even that way. Like, it's an area you would never probably go for any other reason.
And they have a hobby off attached if you're into like that gunpla or models, figurines, that kind of stuff. Hobby off has a lot of that stuff. Card games.
Yeah. Here we are inside. Got Famiclones, lots of Famiclones. Some hardware, controllers, 64, Dreamcast.
What do they have in their case?
They got a case.
I see some Castlevania. On Sega Saturn, $130.
God. It's so expensive, and it's not even the best version. The PlayStation one's better.
It's just more rare, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
And they have the first one for the Disk System, it looks like.
Ooh, DuckTales 2.
Neat.
That game is really good. I love DuckTales 2. Gradius Gaiden, so expensive. Herodias, expensive. Like we were saying in the last video, Famicom shmups are cheap, but everything else is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? That is an NEC
PITG-8.
It's a Super CD-ROM 2. It basically plays a whole bunch of different TurboGrafx, PC Engine, CD stuff. That's a Victor Sega CD thing, right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, we got, there's a,
yeah, it looks like, yep, Mega
Sega
CD.
Yep, Mega CD.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then they got ourselves a Famicom Disk System, Kyle's favorite PS1 that he always wants to buy.
For that.
This is a complete Famicom Mini Game Boy Advance collection without the fancy box, and I think it's just as much as it was at the Chiyo Rincon Hard Off, so that's weird. There's a V Saturn. That's really expensive. Their hardware is expensive here, like over just across the board.
It's in a central area.
Yeah.
I feel like places like that usually charge a premium.
It's true. We got...
It's not terrible for a disc system, though, if it works. $66.
Got a fancy controller for PS4. A PCFX.
Inbox, $220. I love the look of the PCFX.
It's got that like 90s gray plastic, like...
But looking at the catalog of games, it's like I don't actually have any reason to own it other than just to look at how cool it looks.
Yeah, lots of dating sims. If you could play dating sims, it would potentially be cool.
Yeah.
Cloud doesn't do the Japanese quite good enough yet.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. Famicom, Super Famicom. They had a small selection, but I think it was mostly pretty decent, like pretty well spread out. These were cool. Old LCD games. I haven't seen any of these at any store we've been to yet, I don't think.
Pocket Boy.
Pocket Boy.
Baseball.
800 yen. We could just buy that and play that. SDI. It's a space thing. That's real old. Doraemon. Cool. Ultraman. Castlevania. They had a lot of Disk System games here. That was sweet. Metroid. Got ourselves something.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Yeah. That's one of the bigger Disk System libraries I've seen outside of like Surugaya.
Pretty impressive for a Hard Off.
Yeah, somebody must have just like turned their entire collection. That's the only thing I can think of. They're just like, I'm done with the Disk System. Get rid of it.
And it keeps going. There's more.
Yeah. They got Bubble down there too. That game looks real good. What is this? Load Runner, Kyle.
Dude.
Super Load Runner.
On the Disk System.
Yeah, why did you not get this?
I was just on a tight budget this trip. I had a certain amount that I was allowed to spend.
Yeah.
And that's really just like a display item for me. I don't know if I'll ever have a Disk System.
Yeah. So Star Luster, this looks like a shoot 'em up. It's actually like a Colony Wars style, like Star Wars arcade style space shooter where you're from the cockpit view and you're floating around. Pretty impressive for the Famicom, but it's honestly not a very fun game. Devil World, it's one of the really, really early Nintendo...
Made by Miyamoto.
Yeah, right? It was Miyamoto, right? Yeah.
But it has a lot of Christian symbology and imagery, so it was never released in the US at least, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of like Pac-Man almost. Pretty neat. There's Terra Cresta again. Dropped that game. Sorry, game. Oh. Oh. Sports. Oh, Galaxy. Tetris 2. Nice. And Tetris. Wow. Macross. I can't remember if this game is good or not. It was a Transformers game that was just horrible. Gremlins 2. Cool.
Neat.
Racing.
Pretty fun little Famicom collection.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, again, this
Ghouls
place...
and Ghosts.
There wasn't any particular library outside of Disk System that was particularly large, but they had good stuff. The original Tetris on Game Boy with the link cable in the box.
The box looks real clean.
Yeah, that's a pretty, I love this old kind of silver, with the hand-drawn art and all that stuff. Games from that time period were sweet. Super Famicom. Oh, Tokimeki Memorial. It's a dating sim. It's one of the really, really, really popular ones. Kind of jump-started the genre on consoles. The Super Famicom version specifically, I believe. Or maybe it was a PC Engine one or something, I don't remember. But eventually I'll play it. I got the Saturn version not too long ago, so... Oh? Oh, that was Panel de Pone. Who cares?
Panel de Pone. What's it called in the US? It has a different name.
So, I don't remember.
It's a puzzle game.
It's called Pizza Puzzle.
Mother 2.
Mother 2.
For 4,000 yen.
Whew.
The Machida Book Off had it for 1,800 yen without the manual for a long time, and I was always really tempted. I think somebody else ended up picking it up.
Gun Hazard. Pretty good action game based on the Front Mission Tactical RPG series. Basically plays like that, what's it called? There's one other Super Famicom game, and there's also on, Saturn and stuff. Assault Gun Lanos or some name like that. I'm sorry that we're bad at remembering names, but it's a good side-scrolling robot game. Oh?
DS games.
Yes. Dragon Quest Slime. Yeah, this game is really, really sweet. You play as the slime from Dragon Quest, and you can pick up objects and put them in your giant slime-shaped tank and shoot it out of your cannon.
Dude.
Other Dragon Quest monster-shaped tanks with Dragon Quest monsters inside them.
Sounds awesome.
It's really, really sweet, yeah.
Too bad that's an Ultimate Hits version.
Yeah, we don't like those. Starfy! Yeah.
He's a beautiful starfish,
He's
boy.
gonna be like Kirby a little bit, but
he's underwater and he's
not
swimming
the same
around.
as Kirby. It's a really good game.
Starfy.
Starfy. There you go, guys. Pay us. We wrote a song. Now it's Starfy's song. Vita. That Final Fantasy 10-2 collection is going to be one of the first things I get if and when I get a Vita. Just a heads up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. PS2.
R-Type Final.
This is really expensive for this, too.
Yeah, we've come across it for quite a bit cheaper than that, right?
We've come at across the this
We've
game
come
a
at
bunches.
across to this game before.
Prices.
We got the best prices.
We got prices 6,480 yen.
That's a pretty bad price.
Don't like that price? Go home. ESP Galuda, this is a Cave shoot 'em up. Cave is a really great shoot 'em up maker, as we've said in many videos, but their shoot 'em ups are bullet hell, so they're really, really difficult. But they're fun.
But there's usually a trick you can learn. It looks intimidating, but there's always a way to make it work.
It's pretty fun. It's a good experience to help yourself grow as a person. Got some Wii games, Wii U games, 360 games, breaking the myth that 360 and Xbox are not a thing in Japan. They had a really good Saturn selection here. That was the best part of this hard off.
That's true.
Sonic Wings Special for 4,000 some yen. That's sweet. Gunbird, great. Darius, great. There's Darius 2, yeah. Darius Gaiden, great. Strikers 1945 for a good price, too.
Yeah.
That's cheap. That's less than I paid. Daytona Twinbee. It's a collection of Twinbee games. And then Proteus. There were so many good shoot 'em ups here. It's bizarre. They had just a
They
huge
have a little
collection.
Saturn shoot 'em up section.
Yeah, Proteus.
That's rare in a hard off.
Yep. Dodonpachi and Donpachi. These actually are not shoot-em-ups. They are FMV games.
That's no good.
No good. I don't know, man. I kind of actually like just how cheesy and awkward and bad they are.
Yeah,
There's some charm to it. More Saturn games. We got another shoot-em-up. Jeez, Fantasy
Zone. It's a cute 'em up, as they say.
It's basically Defender, but with cuter, stuff in it.
Pretty colors and round shapes. But still difficult.
Yeah. Oh, layer section. Yet another shoot 'em up. It's yep, it's fun. This one was one of the few affordable shoot 'em ups on Saturn back when I was collecting games in the US like 10 years ago. Don't know how it is now, but Command and Conquer. Kyle, you like RTSs, right? Or is it
not really? I just was curious how this would work on the Saturn.
Same as it. What one was it? Dang it!
Same
as Warcraft 3 on Saturn.
I only ever played these on the PC, so I don't know, man. I have no frame of reference.
You move the cursor. You move the mouse on screen with the cursor and click on things. It's really awkward. Nights in the Dreams. Good. Not a platformer. It's a fly around shooty game.
It's a 3D 2D game.
You're a 3D 2D game. 30-30. Oh, we're looking at 3DO games.
The 3DO sample CD.
Sampler CD. What a deal. Oh.
What are these little guys doing?
Having a fun time.
Yeah, and this is a 3DO section and a hard off.
Yeah, like a lot of 3DO games. Again, it was like Famicom and N64 and like PlayStation. They didn't have much, but for some reason it was like Famicom Disk System and 3DO and Saturn. They just had tons of great stuff. Very strange. So if you're into that kind of stuff, maybe it'll be gone by the time you go there. But if you're in Nagoya, Hard Off is a good place for weird, obscure Japanese systems. Look at that weird, grumpy face. That was good. Ah, that's a Mega CD game. Yumi Me Mix. What's this? I don't know. No screenshots. Great. Thanks. Ah, now we're into PC Engine, Super CD stuff. Ooh.
The Manhole. We saw that in the last video.
Yeah, Super Real Mahjong. You can play Mahjong and look at ladies. Oh dear. Oh, Gradius 2. Nice.
$20.
Very cool. Some dating sim. Probably another. PCFX stuff. This is why Kyle doesn't want a PCFX, because it's all dating sims. Oh, this is their just random stuff pile.
64 for 5,000 yen.
That's a lot of money.
That's pricey.
That's expansive.
A Gamecube for about 3,000 yen, also pricey.
Yeah, you can get them for a lot less if you look more.
A PSP for 4,000. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of random stuff.
That's a Chibi Mariko-chan thing. This is some horse race betting.
All right.
Our favorite genre.
We
wanna play the game.
We
love horse.
We love horse. We
Fantastics.
iZone.
Nice. Oh,
look at this guy.
Look at this commercial.
It's a Hard Off commercial.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. There's some rapping and stuff in it.
This is their not junk, this is working hardware, but just used hardware stuff.
Very cool.
Sound systems, you see some TVs up there or monitors.
Cameras and stuff.
Old cameras. Pocket dictionaries, Nintendo DS's, all that kind of stuff you can find aplenty.
Famicom Disk System. We're in the junk section now.
3,000 yen for a junk disk system.
Disk system. Oh, that's a Turbo Duo. But it's junk. There's a trumpet. You could get a trumpet, play some video games on trumpet.
For $100.
Saturn, 2,000 yen. I got one that was working for that much. But that's because Booktown's real cheap. Ooh, junk.
Now we're in the junk.
That's me looking through all the games and rocking out to that Hard Off music. Oh, PlayStation 2. Oh, Tiger Bunny. Lovely boys. Just look at them. Everybody loves Katamari.
That's neat.
Yeah, man. How much?
It's an ABS.
Oh, wow.
For $20. It's junk.
It's cheap. It says that it turns on. Weren't able to get video out of it. Only the unit itself. So that's probably a fixer-upper.
Yeah. Might be an easy fix for $20. Worth taking a shot at.
Yep, we didn't.
Because I already have one. Look at this.
This is incredible. So this record is called
Pizza Mania.
Oh, I thought you were going to show. Oh, there it is. Pizza Man.
Pizza Mania. Sex on the streets. Tripping on sunshine. The feeling.
Sons, what?
Hello, honky tonks. Baby loop.
Baby loop.
Just height the ball.
This game, this looks incredible. We didn't buy it, of course, but very good.
But it was fun to look at.
Indeed. Looking at some hardware.
Look at all of it.
Oh, look at that arcade
fighting stick.
Oh, fighting stick.
For 1,000 yen.
Nice. Dead or Alive for 1,000 yen.
Looks like it's for the 360, maybe?
Yeah, it's a 361. Yep, it's 360.
Look at this super serious professional light kit.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is $800 and some for lights, but
that's, yeah, once you get into production, that kind of stuff is expensive.
It's like camera things, you just spend lots and lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Let's make a game. Was kind of tempted by this, but didn't get it because we think that the game creator is better, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we know the game creator is good. We don't know if this is good, so we left it.
Let's
realize one's your dream.
Maybe we should have bought it.
Maybe we should have bought it for that title.
We'll come across it
someday. Oh, book off.
Moving on to the book off just down the street.
Yeah, it's maybe like a 10-15 minute walk. This is in Sakai. This is really, really cool. So if you leave Sakai Station and you end up coming up from underneath in the subway area, you can actually pop down from the other side of the street from where the book off is, down these stairs. And this down here is called Crystal Hiroba. Normally there's a really, really cool crystal statue thing, but they were doing construction of some kind, so it wasn't viewable.
Crystal open space.
Open space, yeah, I don't know how Hiroba is in English, but it's just an area where people can gather and be in a place. This is me pointing and saying, there used to be a thingy here. It's not here.
And I think you were saying, sometimes I see idle events down here.
Actually, no, sometimes I see idle events over on the other side at Sunshine.
I'm sorry, I lied.
There
are no idle events down here.
Not doing
so
any
don't
more.
Come down here looking for idols.
Not doing any more hard off videos. No more hard officers. It's over.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. So you go up here, and it's inside a place called Skyle, which is a really great name. It's Kyle's name with an S on the front
Nice.
of it. And you go up these stairs, and you take this real short, super fun escalator. I love tiny escalators. It's such a Japan thing. Ride the small escalator.
S-Kyle.
And then you go inside, and you ride up
a million escalators
up to like the 8th floor, and then it's the book off. Yes.
This was a pretty busy book off.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of Nagoya in one of the busiest areas of the city. It's huge. They sell not just games and books and stuff, but clothes and stuff too. Their game section's only one aisle, which is kind of, whatever, but it's good. I mean, you can find some decent stuff here. This is me. I immediately go to the Dreamcast section because they had
And he's like, you can tell Zach found something because he's just looking at me like, hey, you have to come get this.
They don't have Shiden, but you know what they do have? Sister Princess.
Dude.
The one on the left is Kyle and the one on the right is me, just a heads up.
They're princesses and they're sisters.
That's us.
Just like me and Zach.
Yeah. Oh, nice. This is Gundam Dynasty Warriors. Definitely want this.
Yeah, if you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, it's like a hack and slash game. You just like pile through the thousands of enemies at a time. This is that, but you're robots.
It looks cool. You can do it in space too, so you're floating around. It's pretty nifty.
Which is way cooler than a bunch of old dumpy samurais.
Yeah, who cares about trashed samurai? They just got garbage brain.
Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, 300 yen off. Special secret, guys. Kyle bought this.
I bought this game. I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's really good.
I actually really like the idea of survival games, but then I play them and they're not fun.
But this one's got a cool little lemur in it.
And it's made by Konami, so that is not terrible, maybe. I do want a lemur friend. Look at that cool lemur friend. It looks like a porg. Pretty much.
A porg with longer arms.
Oh. This is an RPG collection for PS4?
A bunch of RPGs that I've never heard of.
But I mean, 4 RPGs in one? Jesus, this is probably like 500 hours of gameplay, bro.
That's scary.
That's cool.
I want no part in that.
I want all of that. Oh, there you go, Kyle.
Rockman 11.
We always pull this game out. We look at it.
It's a new Rockman game that maintains the spirit of the old ones that we know and love.
It's actually good. Yep. What do we got? What do we got?
Wizardry.
Man, every time we talk about this...
You just gotta make the leap, man.
I know. There's one specifically that is apparently accessible and good. It's New Age of Lamine or whatever, however you pronounce that. And that one apparently is good. That's a pretty decent price.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
I mean, like...
We've seen it for like $70.
$70, $80 before, yeah. That's reasonable, but...
And you always look at this game.
I know. I really love it, but... Oh? Oh, yeah. This is like a wizardry style first-person dungeon crawler. What was it called? Dang it. I forgot. It's Mary something or other. Sorry, everybody. But look cool. This is a really good puzzle game.
Sigh.
Yeah, you are a little devil thing with a bunch of dice, and you have to walk on top of the dice to roll them and line up numbers. So you have to learn, like, if you have a 5, if you roll it 1 to the left, 2 to the right, and 1 back over, that turns into like a 2 or whatever. It takes some getting used to it. Once you get used to it, it's really, really satisfying.
You're just flipping dice around?
Yeah, it's really fun, and it was released on PlayStation as well. There's a prequel to this game. And here we go again. It's that disaster report, whatever series where you're surviving an earthquake or a tsunami or whatever. And these games are fun. They're actually like true to real life, so it's a good way to learn how to survive in a disaster.
I listened to, on the 8-4 Play podcast, another good podcast I recommend. I listened to an episode shortly after the big quake in like 2011, and the disaster report game for the PSP got canceled because of it, because it was bad timing.
It was sensitive, which is really lame because that game was literally completely finished.
Yeah.
But then it got released again later eventually on PS4 just recently. So, take that. All right, Game Boy. It's your thing, Kyle. What do we got?
It's all the junk that you find everywhere. I don't think I found anything interesting here.
Yeah, it was pretty normal. Oh, what do we got? Phantasy Star Online.
1 and 2 for the Gamecube.
Gamecube Arena.
This game's pretty expensive in the US, right?
This version is not quite so expensive.
Oh, the fancy version.
The plus 1 and 2 plus or whatever, which we'll pull out in a second here if I remember right. They had that too. Oh, yep, there it is. This version in the US is crazy expensive. I mean, like $100, $200, something like that, I think. But it is really good. It's a fun game. I played a lot of it. Metal Slug Advance, nice. That game is really good, by the way. That's a really good version of Metal Slug.
If you want to spend $83.
Was that how much it was?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay, never mind. That's actually not a terrible price.
Yeah.
I mean, 1,500 yen to be able to play that game on Game Boy Advance. Ah, yeah.
Tronbon.
This game is basically Mega Man Legends, only you play with all these little Lego friendies, and you're the bad guy instead of Mega Man himself. Pretty good game. Way cheaper in Japan than in the US.
I've seen people online buy it for less than 1,000 yen.
Yep. Sokobon, this is pushing crates around. It's a puzzle game. It's fun. I actually really like this game. It's challenging. I would want to play on like a handheld or something though.
Was it called Box Boy in the US? I had a game.
It was called Shove It.
Oh, I had a game on the Game Boy called Box Boy.
It probably was the same. I'm pretty sure those were the same series.
Same general concept.
Shove It was on Genesis, and it was like, you want to get a fancy car to get yourself a lady. Push boxes.
I saw a Derby Stallion.
Derby Stallion. Oh, wait. Rockman Dash. This is Mega Man Legends. It's a really good, fun game. I love it because you can kick the can in the shopping area. And if you get in the trash can, you get some money. Rockman X4.
It's a best for family edition.
Ugh. Gross. I don't like it. Ooh. Dragon Seeds. This game is expensive. I wish it wasn't. It's a pretty cool RPG. It's got some kind of Pokemon-like elements, I think. If I'm wrong, I'm very sorry, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those kind of games. It did get an English release as well, if I remember correctly. Looks pretty cool. Oh? Goemon.
3.
Ooh, wow.
These are cool Japanese adventure games. They have a kind of goofy sense of humor. Everybody loves them.
Yeah, then one of them got a release in the outside of Japan, and it might have been this one. Who knows?
Yeah, it was definitely on the Super Nintendo. It was called like Super
Goemon's Adventure or something.
I don't think Goemon was in the title. It's like Super Karate Samurai Fun Times or something.
Super Karate Samurai Fun Times for the Super Nintendo. You hear it here, folks.
Bird Week.
Bird Week. Get some bugs and worms and feed your babies. It looks like a pretty fun game, actually. Oh, Dreamcast Grandia 2.
Oh, boy.
I purchased this. Shut up, Kyle. Grandia is great. Grandia is really good. Okay, I got the novelization of it the other day, and
if you like playing hide and seek for 6 hours.
That game, I love the beginning of that game. So shut up, Kyle. Oh, Legend of Dragoon. Another one of them. I think it's Square, maybe not. Not Square, no. Just Sony. It's a Sony one, my bad. RPG. Woo. Here's their strategy guides.
That's neat.
Yeah.
None of the cool old guides.
Yeah. Dragon Quest XI for 3DS. I was tempted to get this because I
actually need it.
I do kind of need it, yeah. But at the same time, that's so bulky, and I play it a lot on trains and stuff, and I don't want to have to bring an entire book with me for trips. But yeah, what Kyle's about to say is that old guides have sweet art in them, but they don't really have those with book offs usually. You could pretty much have to go to like Super Potato or one of those places. Gamecube Controller.
It's not a terrible price for a Gamecube controller.
Looks like it's in decent condition too. So this case is out of the way. Just a heads up, you go up the escalators and it's like in front of the registers there. This is where all the rare good stuff is. I didn't actually know this was here until this day when Kyle was getting footage of it. But they had a lot of stuff in here, but we were kind of in a rush, so we didn't get like a really good look at it. But lots of games in the box. Super Mario RPG. Yup. Makai Mura. The thing that's aggravating is that they don't have them with the labels visible, so you're just like, well, that's some gray plastic. Okay. I mean, you could just read the labels, but that takes a long time, especially when you don't speak Japanese super great. So that's kind of a downfall. That's not a downfall.
In this case, it's like the line goes directly in front of it. So to browse the case, you have to be in people's way that are trying to pay.
It's really, you feel really bad being here because people are like walking around you. But that's some decent stuff. You know,
bunch of copies of Twinbee.
That's good.
And it just keeps going.
Yeah, there were way too many games in here to talk about. But so it's here. It's worth going to. This book off I actually like. It's in a really good location more than anything. If you want to check out Nagoya and you're going to be in Sankai, I definitely recommend popping by here.
Lots of Super Famicom games. The greatest system ever.
Kyle has declared it as fact.
It has been decided.
The best system of all time is that. Oh, here we are looking at some game magazines. There wasn't really anything interesting, but they had them, so that was nice. Final Fantasy X art book, though, that's pretty nifty.
If you're into that kind of thing.
I am, Kyle. Why you gotta hate on RPGs so much, bro? Why you gotta be such a downer?
I like some RPGs.
Why you gotta be such a downer?
But in Japan, I can't read them, so I'm sad.
That doesn't make them bad, Kyle. It makes
me sad.
It makes you bad.
It makes me bad.
You bad.
I'll take that.
I'll take you on a fun adventure playing RPGs in Japanese.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do you want to do a series of streams where I convince me to like JRPGs? I'd do it.
I mean, I want to do one on shoot 'em ups, but you figured that out on your own.
Yeah.
So, do you want to
Switch Gums?
Super Mario Party. Those metal slime DS are really pretty, but I would never buy one because I would definitely scratch that metal up and get fingerprints all over it like a greasy, disgusting child.
That's the 3DS you have.
It is the Pokemon one with the button that does nothing. You just push it. It's really satisfying though because there's a button and you get to push it.
Neat.
Pro controller for the Switch. That thing feels so good.
It's nice.
I mean, it's just a 360 controller pretty much.
I have one.
Of course you do. Super Famicom Mini. Oh, the Neo Geo Mini thing. It's really, really cool they made that collection of Neo Geo games, but that thing is so tiny. Here we are at my favorite ramen place
Hanabi.
in all of Japan. It's called Hanabi. Look at me put my bib on because I don't want to make my shirt dirty. It's called Taiwan Maze Soba. It's got noodles down there. You stir it together and eat it. Here we are having drinks.
We ate the noodles, got some drinks, and ready to move on to the new location.
To the next place.
But before we go there, let's show you what we got at these places.
Here's our stuff.
So out of the Hard Off and Book Off, we only bought things at the Book Off.
And we got one game each. I bought Grandia 2 for 500 yen. I'm going to play it and tell Kyle how good it is because he's a goober who doesn't like Japanese RPGs.
I bought Soupy Poopy Mario Galaxy 2. For the Wii.
For the Wii.
300 yen off, so it was 600 yen.
That's a pretty good price.
For a classic Mario platforming goodness game.
It's just a classic.
So that's all we got.
That's all we got.
Sometimes you got to keep it simple and stay on budget.
It's true. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you loved the Hard Off and the Book Off in Nagoya.
Because we had a great time making the videos, and it's just always good to get out there in the world and see what you can find.
And we found these games. Thanks for enjoying the video with us. We love you a whole bunch. If you liked what we did, throw down a comment. We're very lonely, very sad people.
Please subscribe. For real, if you watch these videos and you don't subscribe or comment, how are we supposed to know that we should keep making them?
We might just stop if you know. That's not true. We're going to keep making them.
We might just get passive-aggressive and blame us not doing something on you.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, we don't have videos? That's your problem.
That's your problem.
You didn't subscribe. That's the kind of guys we are here at Hard Officers on YouTube. Thanks for checking our video out. But for real, folks, please comment and like and all that stuff. We love when people do things with us.
The fact of the matter is, we would be doing this dumb stuff with or without you guys, but you make it so much more fun to hear your thoughts in the comments and join in on the fun with us.
We're real glad you're watching our videos. So let's check it out next time when we next haul will be something else.
A mystery place.
It's a secret. Thanks for watching, folks. Keep on
keeping it real.
Yes.
Nice.